Oh,
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Dead Funny Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. I'm Dave, my co-host, JoJo, and special guest star, James. Back in the building, and extremely upset because the Astros are getting fucked up right now.
They're not doing too good. Not too good. By the time you see this, it'll be over with.
Yeah, that's true. It will be over with.
It will be over.
So I don't like to do this a lot because sooner or later I would love to get paid to do this, and that comes with sponsorships. Which by the way, Monster, I'm still available. But that being said, brother. I got hooked onto a subscription. I think I might have talked about this on a podcast about the fact that I was thinking about trying it. I officially did try it. I'm one of those suckers where if I listen to a podcast and I hear people talking about stuff, sooner or later I'm going to end up trying it. I can't tell you how many things I tried solely because Rooster Teeth promoted it during a podcast. Actually, I'm still a member of Dollar Shave Club due to Rooster Teeth promoting it during a podcast.
Same here. You can, haven't used it in a while, but I kind of screwed me on that, so I had to break them out, knock the cobwebs off of them.
Yep. For anybody that's wondering why you're seeing me for the first time.
Changes.
First time, yeah, that too, but first time on the channel without a mustache. I haven't been without a mustache in about 10 years. It's been about 10 years. We're doing fucking No Shave November, and to do it correctly, you have to completely clean shave on the last day of October. And then you cannot trim, you can't touch anything up throughout the entirety of November. So that's going to be interesting. So, yeah, it's our little group text.
I'm very glad that, the 1st of November fell on a Monday and not a Sunday because I had my son's birthday party this past weekend, and that would have been terrible had I had to shave before that, So I'm glad I was able to do all that before, scaring all the kids.
I definitely did the whole shave and come out and look at Lily, and she just kind of gave me like a weird look for like a solid 5 minutes, and she's like, "Okay, I don't care. I'm over this now." Just went on.
I did the same. Yeah, I shaved Sunday night, went to work, and of course, the new employee jokes just went everywhere. Who's this guy? Of course, yeah. And so then I went home. I went home and I went over to go get Rip, and I walked in. Of course, he was all daddy, and then he did the whole. Like, I know your dad, but what'd you do with them? And I just caught him staring. Like for 30 minutes, he would just as he would run by, he would just kind of be like, and just keep on running by me and looking at me until he got comfortable. But yeah, it's worth it. It'll be worth it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I mean, obviously, I didn't want to do any money prize because Mike's gonna win. I mean, we have no chance of beating Mike. I mean, no chance. Like, I'm sure he's gonna have half his beard back by the end of this week. Yeah, it's insane. He's got that dwarven blood in him, so they grow him quick. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. That was funny how Joey posted a picture, and it was he's all patchy and shit. It's all like, dude, you're not even in the competition. He refused to shave, so I was like, all right. Well.
Yeah, it was only 3 of us, right? Just me and Mike.
I mean, Tony talked about it, but I don't think Tony did it. So I'm pretty sure.
He said he had to get a new trimmer or some shit.
I mean, maybe when he gets the trimmer, he'll fucking do it. I mean, I don't think he grows facial hair that quickly, so I just don't think it matters anyway. And once again, there's no money in it.
Mike took the biggest L out of all of us.
Oh, for sure. His beard was down to here.
Oh my god,
yeah, huge, for sure.
And then he sent the after picture, and it was all baby, it's just two different guys. It was two different guys.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a big beard, and his mustache was enormous, right? Big old fucking.
That was the thing for me too. Is I did the beard first, and then Megan came in, and it was one of those things where I was I don't want to do the mustache. I don't want to do the mustache, but I didn't actually trim up the mustache yet, so it was still all overgrown. I'm telling you, dude, full Samuel Elliott was going on, dude. I was like, no fucking way.
That's the bad thing about my beard is my mustache grows 2 times faster than any of my other stuff. So this whole month we can't do no trimming, we can't do nothing. So
it's gonna be rough.
Full neck beard, full my mustache can be below my chin. It's gonna be I'm gonna have to spread on my
It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good month of yeah.
Oh man!
So, what did you subscribe to?
Yes. I forgot about that. Let's get back to that.
Yeah.
So, My new podcast I was watching, shout out to the Flagrant 2 podcast. It's fucking awesome to watch. My entire life I've updated a lot of my stuff as far as like clothing wise goes. One thing I've never focused on updating being a guy, I guess, I don't know, is underwear. Never focused on it. Never once. It was always like I was the guy, $5, 20 value pack of fucking Hanes. I'm good to go. Like that was me. And they were talking about this fucking underwear and a subscription service. I was like, you know what? Because I've been upgrading my entire fucking closet. I'm getting a lot more like active wear and stuff like that. It's just stuff that I like to wear now. And I've been updating a lot of everything. And I was looking for I'm a big person with socks because growing up I was always big on shoes. I've had thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of shoes. I am a shoe diva. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So socks are big for me. And I was like, I've just never looked at underwear. So they have this underwear service called Culprit. And man, I got my first pair in today. Buddy, I did not know that you could get underwear like this. I didn't know this was a thing. I did not know that. I said this, one, to kind of get the look from my girlfriend. I was on the phone with Mike because Mike was wanting to know like if they were good, let him know he was going to try a pair out himself. I said, just to get her reaction, she walked past the room, was talking to Mike, and I was like, bro, easily the best thing I've ever stuck my dick in. She turned around so quick. But I'll tell you, so soft. They definitely do the whole like clinging to you so you don't have like the whole baggy feel. It's definitely boxer briefs because that's what I wear. That's all they offer anyway. They definitely cling to you. No ride up, and it's weird because it's still like I'm wearing them right now, and it's weird because it's like they cling to you.
Come on, pull them out.
But you don't. I know, right? but you don't feel it. And that's the weird part. Like they're so lightweight. Like I was going commando before they got here, where I was just wearing shorts, and then I put them on, and there was no difference. I didn't feel anything. It's fucking weird, dude. And they're so fucking soft, dude. Oh, I love them. But they got tons of cool prints. The new pair that I have coming in. So basically, you can do a subscription-based thing, just like Dollar Shave Club, where you can do it, 1 month out, 2 months out, 3 months out, whatever you want to do. It sends you one pair. They are pretty pricey. Everything on their site is pretty pricey. Besides the boxer briefs, the main thing that people are buying, they're still pricey. It's like $24 for a pair. And actually, it's $32 for a pair. But if you're a subscriber, which costs no money, it's just you've got that plan set up, and you can change it, cancel at any time. They don't hide any of that shit. Like the cancel button is like literally right there on the front page. So it's like, because I know I had some subscriptions where it took me fucking forever to figure out how to get unsubscribed from it. So it's all right up front, money back guarantee. If you don't like them, they'll fucking refund you right out the gate. They got tons of different prints, which are really fucking awesome. But yeah, I did I think I just went ahead and put on a 3-month plan because I wanted to try it out, sizing wise and stuff like that. Because I'm still in a transition where I'm losing weight because I'm working out, and I know I'm going to go down a size. So just trying it out first, right off the bat, is fucking awesome. One of the prints that I have coming, the next one I have coming is I wanted to get it before it left the store, the Halloween print. And bro, there's some fucking their print for this. So like they do this whole thing where it shows the front, shows the back, and then they like do a zoom in on each different image. So one of them is like, it's like a ghost laying in a bed, and he's just got this gigantic boner. There's another one where it's like a mummy taking a shit, and he's using his own fucking wraps to wipe his ass.
So it's like classy stuff.
Yeah, absolutely, 100% classy, okay. For sure, absolutely. This is not adult underwear.
This is premium stuff for adults.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, absolutely. And this is all on the same print. Like these it's just like it's like okay. Where's Waldo book. They've got a fucking witch who has ran directly into a tree. Her broomstick is out the other side, and the tree's hands are up, so it looks like the tree's got a boner. There's a female skeleton halfway out of the ground. You can see her knees, her hands, her head, and then it's got another head looking like it's, right there going down on her. There's also Dracula waking up in the sun, opening up his coffin looking, and he's like, you can see that he's been drunk all night and he's got like this really overweight chick halfway in the coffin with him. Like it's just... It goes on and on. It's pretty great.
Damn it, take my money.
It goes on and on. It's pretty great. The biggest one is that, and my girlfriend was like, you absolutely have to buy these, is the Christmas print that they just released. They don't have it in my size yet. They only have XL and higher. But I'm waiting for them to drop it in my size. They got like it's an elf and he's chopped off like the crook part of a candy cane and he's snorting lines of coke with it. And it has, the reason why she said I had to get this one is it's got Santa and he's fat, like big old fat Santa, and he's got a prostitute in a sleigh next to him. He's got his shirt off and tattooed on his belly says "Daddy's home." Because I do that all the time. We're playing video games. I'm like, "Can you say Daddy's home?" And she's like, "You've got to get that." So I'm waiting for that one to come in my size. The other Halloween one that they have, because like their waistbands are just black with the white word culprit all the way around it. But they had one for Halloween where it was orange and just said treats all the way around it versus actually saying the culprit. So yeah, best pair of underwear I've ever had in my life. So I would have paid the full price for these, honestly. I'm glad I don't have to, that I get basically fucking $12 off. So I'll fucking take it. Yeah. And even if you buy outside of your subscription, you still get the subscriber price, which is pretty awesome too. So, and you pay no shipping. Subscribers also don't pay shipping. So the shipping's free. So literally $24, boom, new pair of boxers. Fucking couldn't believe it, dude. It's definitely well worth it. Like I said, I don't like to do this a lot because I know that you guys sponsor podcasts. So if you want, another shout out from this awesome channel, I might have to get a paycheck.
You first. Get one.
Yeah, you get one.
The culprit. Mm-hmm. It goes for all of you. MailChimp, Squarespace.
All of them.
That Blue Chew,
dude. Oh my God, that's probably the greatest ad they do on that podcast I watch, because fucking comedian. So he always starts out the same way. All right, listen up, guys. I know your dicks ain't hard, and I'm gonna tell you how to get them dicks hard. You want to give your lady the best sex of your life? Are you ready to blow out some fucking backs? Like, by far, some of the best reads ever, dude. Oh my God, it's so fucking great. But
it's funny that it all started with you saying something about Monster and stuff, and it went straight to underwear. Like I thought you was gonna go with another type of drink or something like that. No, but you left.
Yep, hard left, dude. Hard left. Yeah, I was actually talking about it with the guys in Discord, and I was slowly getting to the fact that kind of like today, honestly, where I got to the fact that it was about underwear, and even Tony was all like, "Yeah, I didn't see it coming." and of course, Mike being Mike, he's all like, "Fuck it, dude. They're good. Let me know. I'll try them." I was like, all right. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, no, I literally called him. Or no, I sent him a text message. I said, brah. And then he immediately called me back. He's like, what's up? And I was like, would have paid double the price. And he's all like, for real? I was like, would have paid double the price. And then hit him with that joke. It was just so funny to see her face. I mean, she immediately was just walking right past the room, just stop and turn back and look at me. I was like, got her. Oh, man. Yeah, so something I wanted to bring up, New World, and the reason why is
good. I was going to ask you about this if you didn't bring it up. New World's fucked.
Yes, it's been bad, dude. Every time they fix something, like 8 other things break, and it's been rough. Right now, there's a Hatchet exploit going around, and like apparently something happens where if you keep switching your weapons back and forth when you're in a PvP zone, it like stacks your damage of your hatchet. So people are going around and just fucking 2-tapping people with a fucking hatchet, like full health. Damn. Doesn't matter. Like Tony literally had like a video or something where he posted in the Discord where it's like him fucking fighting like 8 people, and then he kills like 3 of them, and out of nowhere this one hatchet dude just runs up and just fucking done. Like that's it. That's just done. And it sucks because I always use a hatchet. I use sword, board, and hatchet. And now I'm like, I can't show. Yeah, I have to walk around with a fucking bow. Nope. I have not used it in PvP once since this happened. I walk around with a bow because I'm scared of getting fucking reported. Like, there's nothing you can do because, I mean, even if I'm, like, look at it this way, I'm going DPS, I'm going in there, but all of a sudden I start getting my ass kicked, I'm going to switch to my sword board to fucking back myself up. That right there, I'm already stacking damage, even though I'm playing legitimately. So it's like, right. I literally had to switch to a fucking bow and sword board because it's like fucking I don't want to get fucking reported for something I'm not actually doing. Not that they would ban, because realistically how can you police that, but it's just like, man, dude, there's so many exploits going on.
Yeah, I saw there was like a gold exploit
they shut all
and then they made it
currency down.
I guess they made it now people are accidentally doing a different gold exploit, like not even on purpose, it's just happening sometimes.
It's nuts. Yeah, it's basically what happened was that whenever they shut the currency down, they also shut down, which this one didn't make sense to me, but I mean, maybe somebody found a way to fucking exploit it. But basically, what people were doing, which honestly happens in almost every fucking new video game, I feel like, where it's the trade system. It's not so much like anything outside of it. It's always the trade system where that if you disconnect fast enough or something, then they'll have it and you'll have it in your inventory. That happens in a lot of games. It's not like this is the first time it's ever happened in a game. But then they decided to shut down where you couldn't give money to the guild, which we owned a territory. We do not own a territory right now, thank God, because if we did, we'd be fucked. But they stopped giving money. They stopped it to where you can't give money to the guild. So now nobody can give money to the guild to help pay for territories. So now all these people who own territories are having to find a way to pay it out of their own character's wallet because you can't use the fucking guild treasury.
Well, so there's another thing. It wasn't just an item duplication thing. It was somehow there was some exploit where you would enter HTML into the chat. It would like run or something. Like it would. So people could somehow enter stuff into the chat, which would then be read as like code that people repeatedly finish quests and get quest rewards just from clicking a link in the chat.
Jesus,
They could just get like infinite gold that way.
Yeah, I mean,
there's this insane exploit. Like it's like pretty hole that should never be there.
Yeah, there's that, and then fucking bots are already in the fucking game now. So in global chat is just a fucking swamp mess of fucking. You can win 5 million gold if you go to this website and fucking pay just $5. Da 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 da. Yeah, it's been that's been it. Obviously, it's their first game. I'm trying to give them as many olive branches as possible, but it's getting rough. It is definitely getting rough because it's like. Right now, the main thing with their news that they keep constantly talking about is, well, we're almost done with the server transfers. We don't care about server transfers anymore. People have called home. Like, work on fixing shit at this point. I don't even want new content. I just want workable original content would be fucking great. Yeah, it's been bad, but I mean, it hasn't destroyed the game for me. It hasn't really destroyed the game for the majority of people I play with. I mean, obviously, wars right now, it's one of those things where it's like, do you want to be virtuous and not use the exploits because you know for a fact the other people are definitely going to be using the exploits and lose your territory, or do you want to fucking slump down to their level and then, you know, possibly stand a chance? Luckily, we haven't had to come to that because, like I said, we don't have a territory right now, so I'm not too overly concerned. We're waiting until some of the shit irons out PvP-wise before we start to go for another territory, not to mention we're a smaller group, so it's like I need everybody's help to fucking run a goddamn territory money-wise, because I'm definitely not going to be able to come up with like fucking 30 grand every fucking week by myself. So the economy has been shit in the game from the get-go because people wanted to just rush to level 60 and rush all their other skills up as quick as possible. So everybody puts everything on the market for 0.01 gold. So
yeah, even before stuff got broken for real, I'd seen there being problems with that.
Yeah,
there's like no NPC merchants or something.
There's no NPC merchants whatsoever. Yeah. Yep.
No baseline price for anything set in the world.
I mean, to be fair, they do have it to where like, so with that you have to sell in quantity in order for it to be worth your time. Because if you sell underneath quantity wise, it tells you you're not going to make any money off the trade because you do have to pay to list items. So they at least do have that to kind of help deter that. It doesn't matter because people will then just go out and farm the shit out of it and then throw it on the market for 0.01. With that being said, they just did recently add yesterday, which I got on to fucking do at 9 o'clock, and then at 9:15 my internet went out and didn't come back until fucking midnight, which was fucking great. So I fucking played New World for 15 minutes. Woot. They did just add basically daily challenges to bring money back into the game, because right now a lot of the quests give you like 8 gold or 23 gold. It's nothing big, you know. But they did just add daily challenges where you can try to keep re-rolling until you get the highest one, where it's like maybe like I think 23 gold is the highest one, and if you do 323 golds for your three daily challenge bonuses, you'll hit. No, it actually is higher than that. You can walk away with a total of 750 gold. So it's like, okay, that's fucking worth it. Yeah, that's actually worth it to kind of help breathe some gold back into the game, which is smart. Because other than that, it definitely gets rough. Because we've even talked about the fact that we're going to start forming up groups within our company to go and run the first dungeon, because if you're all high level and you know what you're doing, you can realistically knock out the dungeon in 9 minutes. So if everybody goes and farms a key, say we're doing 2 groups, that's 10 keys, you can walk away per player 400 to 500 gold per player. And you do that 5 times, and you have 2 groups doing that 5 times. It's a lot of fucking gold. All that goes directly into the guild treasury. Boom, done. So, and doing that once a week, it's fucking easy. So you're not even going to spend an hour, and you'll be able to bump it up significantly. So, looking at ways around that. But something that I did want to bring up, because obviously James is in here and he fucking plays. Bro, I want you to get to level 60 so bad.
Yeah, no, I need to start playing more. I need to start grinding it.
We hit level 60 as like a group, so we have like a full group that can do it now, and we started doing what's called Outpost Rush. You would fucking love it. You would absolutely love it. It is so fucking fun. It's literally 20v20, and you start out. I mean, it's fucking like playing Capture the Point is literally what it is. It's all it is. It's not even King of the Hill, but it is Capture the Point, where it's like A, B, and C are fucking bases. And you need to have your team kind of like, strategize on like, this is what you're going to focus. So it's PvP and PvE. So you got the 3 different bases, and you go there, you try to hold it down on the point, and then whenever you capture it, it's yours. But if somebody obviously fucking comes to overtake it, they can overtake it. And you're trying to hold as many points you can until you get to 1,000 points. First person to 1,000 points is the winner. There is a boss that spawns every 15 minutes. If you kill her, she automatically freezes your opponent's points for 3 minutes. It's a lot of fucking time to be frozen.
A lot of time. Yeah, it's a long time.
You can have other players who don't like. So I was telling my little brother about this because he likes playing, but he doesn't care for the PvP aspect. You can have other players that are dedicated just to the PvE. They run around and collect the resources to build up the defenses for the base, building the door, stuff like that. Or the other smaller team is the assassin team, is what they call it, where they go out, they kill the mobs that are in the area, and it gives them Azoth. They then take the Azoth to the summoner portal, and they can actually get a token depending on how much Azoth they get, and it summons Beast that you can either summon at your base. You can get 2 beasts per base, one in the front, one in the back, that if you summon them at your base, they play defense, or you can summon them on the enemy's base, and they just fuck the base up the entire time until they kill them. Yeah, and like if you do 500 Azoth, which I think is the max, it summons this gigantic red fucking demon that's got... It literally takes probably a full team somewhere around 3 to 4 minutes to take it down by themselves. Yeah. And so like me and Tony literally did it, where we both did the assassin, and we summoned 2 fucking demons on the same fucking base, one in the front, one in the back, and they were fucking shit up, dude. Like 3 hits, doors are down. Another 3 hits, the other door's down. And then they're just fucking constantly just tearing at anybody that's in there. And they have this fucking move where they fucking rip this magma ball out of the earth and just fucking roll it straight into the base. That hits you. Not only does it do like fucking 1/4 of your health, it knocks you down and stuns you. So if people are in there fighting you, they're just beating the shit out of you while you're on the ground. So you're having to fucking watch both of these fucking magma balls come in. Not to mention the entire enemy team is in there fucking you up, trying to take the fucking base and cap it. And they don't get attacked by the fucking ball, obviously. They don't take damage. So it's like, it's pretty fucking fun, dude. It's interesting. We've been playing that because it's like if you win, you get roughly around like 370 gold and about 250 Azoth. That's a lot. And you get pretty decent experience for your weapons because you have to be a level 60 to be in it. So you're not actually leveling EXP-wise anymore. And then if you lose, it's 270 gold and 150 Azoth. So you literally only lose 100 off of each one. So it's still worth it. It's definitely still worth it regardless. So, yeah. And it's a way to fucking have fun. And it doesn't have to be like all Marauder either, which is cool because we don't really get to do a lot of stuff with Steven, who's Covenant, who's somewhat waiting to transfer. I don't know that that's actually ever going to happen. But basically, he's able to do that shit with us too. So it just puts everybody... Because, I mean, out there, there'll be times where, now that we've been getting into so many wars and I know so many other people by name, I'll get in and I'm like, oh, it's so-and-so. Well, it sucks that I have to kill you, but, fucking, all right, whatever. And I'll fucking kill them like, GG, Clouded Blade. Like, send me a message in Discord or something. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. And then obviously the respawn timer just kind of keeps getting longer and longer.
You die, yeah.
Yeah, so man, dude, it's so fucking fun. Like I said, but with exploits, obviously we've kind of chilled out on Outpost Rush because like fucking go in there, I'm just gonna get fucking hatcheted up. That's fucking nuts, dude. It's It's fucking nuts. I hope they fix
it. On it. I'm halfway there. I think I'm at 30.
Halfway there, dude.
Yeah,
oh man. There. Yeah, it's a grind, dude. I'll definitely say that it's a grind. The one thing I was happy for is that the later raid, it's not even the last one. I think it's the fourth one. It's Dynasty, because it goes to Armine, Star, whatever that other one was called, Depths, and then Dynasty. Yeah, Dynasty, because there's still two more raids. Yeah, 2 more raids after that we haven't even done yet. But Dynasty, I was like a 58. I got to a 59 in the dungeon, and then whenever I beat the dungeon and turned into 2 quests, I literally got a full half level from 59 to 60. I was like, whoa. It was like 70,000 EXP for just doing one fucking raid. It was fucking nuts. It was a lot of fun, but is what it is. But yeah. So that's the update on New World. It's broken as shit right now. I'm still having a great time with it. I still love the game. Good. But if they don't stop focusing on this server transfer bullshit and start focusing on fixing just PvP aspects, the game's going to lose a shit ton more players than it already has. Because PvP is your returnable content. That's what people like. Right now there's so many people who are too scared to even go to war because of the exploits. And once the exploits are fixed, that's going to be the main thing of the game is territory flipping. There's going to be constant wars going on. People are constantly going to be trying to dominate maps because it severely impacts the game. You take over a territory, everybody in your company gets a significant discount. Everybody that's in the faction gets a huge discount, traveling wise, whatever. And you get to set all the tax rates for everything. Crafting in your town, selling in your town, teleporting to your town, all that. You set all that. So, and right now, there's some servers out there where I've seen where one faction owns the entire map. And so they have just all the tax rates just through the roof.
Oh, wow.
So then there's people that are just leaving those fucking servers because they're like, we can't. We're fucking, either one, we're spending all day walking places, or 2, we're losing everything we have just by fucking teleporting and fucking trying to craft something. Yeah. And there's no other way around that besides, trying to fucking fight and take something. So yeah, it's interesting. And with the server transfer, it's kind of worth what I like about our server is that people at least have that shit in mind. So for instance, there's this big group that was wanting to transfer over if they were going to be able to do some weird fucking deal and get this territory for free. And my group was automatically no. It's one, we don't play that way. That's not something that we do. We're not trying to, fucking backstab another faction with another faction. We're Marauders. We're here to just be Marauders. That's who we work with. And on top of that, you guys are a huge group. If you were to change, it just wouldn't be good for server health. Physically just would not be good for server health. So is what it is. So I like how there's a lot of people that have that aspect in mind, because it would suck to get to a server where it's dominating would be great, but at the same time, then it's where's the competition, and then when the competition's gone, then it's just not that fun anymore. I like it right now where it's we're second place, but last place is second place, because that's how good the other faction is doing versus the other 2. So it's we have 3, they have 3, the other faction has the entire rest of the map. So now it's we're constantly struggling to go against that one, which is great. We're winning fights, but it was just one of those things where it sucked because Syndicate, which is purple, they're the most toxic out of our fucking map, and that's the thing that sucks the most, is because that's where a lot of people are getting burnt. We have a Discord set up, which is all the companies can join the Discord, but there's specific spots for the leaders just to talk of companies. So I see all the leader chats, and we, strategize. We try to, figure out who's going to declare for this, how we're going to push this, what we prioritize over other things. And all the other factions have it as well, which I'm sure that's in a lot of different fucking worlds. But the problem is that Syndicate in ours, apparently they charge people gold per week to be part of the Discord. And it's the main fucking faction runs all of it. So, or the main fucking company, and they're called Havoc, and apparently they're super fucking toxic. But it's if you want to be part, and it's their company is so big because you can only have 100 people in your company that they have like Havoc 1, Havoc 2, Havoc 3. So it's like either get on board or don't. Like it's your choice, but you're basically just going to not get any fucking support. So it's like you have to pay gold to be in that Discord weekly. You have to fucking, if they tell you like, hey, you're capping this and then we're going to come in and declare war on it and you're not getting the place, that's it. You're going to go do that for them. So we've already seen some weird Game of Thrones shit going on where my company we actually owned, which was fucking amazing because we only had like fucking 4 members. We actually took over one of the starter areas from a purple company, which kind of sucked due to the fact that I actually liked this purple company. It wasn't Havoc. This purple company's name was Homeowners Association, which is, I think, is a pretty great fucking name. So it literally would be like First Light is owned by Homeowners Association. I thought that was fantastic, but fucking we took it. Yeah, fuck them. We took it. We beat them out. I mean, it happened. But what sucked is that Havoc got mad that they lost it because that's now income that Havoc doesn't have because they were paying Havoc that income. So basically, they were able to pay, like, I think the current deal that they had was like they would help them win First Light. They had to pay off the taxes for First Light to stay the way that it was, because if you don't pay your taxes, the town downgrades and keeps downgrading until it's like shit. So they had to pay off the taxes. They had to send them screenshots of what the taxes were and how much they were making money, because the game does give you statements every week, like this is how much you made this week in this town. So they had to send them those screenshots, and then like they got like, I think it was like 10% off of that was like for their company, and then the rest goes to Havoc. Like they literally run it that way. I was like, fucking A, bro. I was like, I can't imagine being in a virtual world and bowing down to somebody like that. Like, fuck that. Absolutely. Even if you are better than me and you kick my ass in PvP, I would just go to another server. Like, fuck you. Like,
I can't believe there's this game. It's like, it'd be fun. What if there's taxes?
Dude,
what people want is fucking virtual.
It's like my real life is a virtual hell, but I'm just gonna make now I'm the king of this video game though. Fuck with me.
Well, at the same time, though, I mean, there's the disadvantages. You raise the taxes, nobody's going to come do business there. Nobody's going to come craft there because they could go anywhere else that has way better taxes. So therefore, your city starts to get downgraded. If you can't pay for the upgrades, you can't pay the upgrades for your fort. You have no siege weapons. So somebody comes to fight you, they don't have to worry about cannons and shit shooting back at them. That's an easy takeover. Like half the fucking hard part of fucking taking a fortress is the goddamn weapons that you have to like try to strategize teams on to take these fucking weapons out. So, I mean, it makes sense. They've got some pros and cons to it, but yeah, no, it is definitely a weird situation. But it's like, I mean, that's only one of right now. That's the only real way to get money in the game, in my opinion, is fucking owning a territory, because it's like we paid 15,000 gold to go to war, and that's the maximum amount you can pay. We paid 15,000 as a guild. Once again, we're a smaller guild. We had maybe 20,000. We owned First Light for 2 days before it got taken back away from us. Which, by the way, that fight, a war lasts 30 minutes. We fought that down to the last 24 seconds. We lost in the last 24 seconds. That shit was rough. We held First Light for 2 days. Within just 2 days, we made 30K. So we made 10K over what we fucking originally fucking had. Like, that was worth it. And the best part is we lost it 2 hours before we had to pay the taxes to keep First Light. So then whoever just took it from us had 2 hours to come up with the money to pay the taxes. So, and we made out like bandits. We got fucking 30K out of it. I was like, let's go, dude. But yeah, no, it's definitely an interesting situation. But I mean, like I said, it's definitely worth owning. But the deal that I was talking about that had happened is that we were pushing Windsward, which is one of the that is like the starter place. That one makes so much money, it's fucking ridiculous. And then right above it is a town called Everfall, and that one makes probably just as much, if not more, because it's literally dead center of the map. So a lot of people go there. And Covenant has owned Everfall from the beginning, and because how much money it makes, like they're probably never going to lose it. So they literally, every time somebody goes to war and they lose, that's all you see Covenant post in global chat is just #neverfall, #neverfall, like all the way down. And it's annoying, but I would be doing the exact same thing if I was in their position too. So, I mean, it's dope as shit, like never fall, like let's go. But, so they own, our syndicate owns Windsward, so we were pushing Windsward. They did not want to lose that. That's Havoc's. That's where Havoc gets like fucking 80% of their fucking money. They're obviously not going to want to lose that. So their A team was there. So I was like, well, we really don't have to worry about their push on First Light. We should be fine. So what they did the day before was they gathered all their people and ran enough influence in Everfall to throw it into conflict. And then we're going to war with the Covenant for Everfall and told them, we'll take the knee in Everfall if you send your A team to go fight our war in First Light. So we take that over and we don't have to worry about it. And they did it. They literally fucking made a deal and did it together. And the only reason we know is because, once again, Tony's cousin Steven is waiting to transfer to the server with his actual guild. He wasn't able to get into the server with his guild because his was like one of the main big ones. Like, they have a guild that they played every MMO together since the dawn of time. And so they got into a server called Morrow. When we first started up and we had the server statuses and stuff up, I think our longest wait time was like 8 hours to get into our server. And that was like at peak times. We would already be in there, obviously. But it was like 8 hours. Theirs was like 140 hours. Like constant 140 hours to get into their server. So he just made one in our server, and he's like, I'll just obviously keep playing, and then whenever server transfers come up, I can transfer over. My character will be good to go. He plans on making another character in our server so that way he can play with us, but we'll see what happens. But anyways, so with that being said, he's Covenant. So he's like, yeah, dude, like our faction chat is just talking about how lucrative this deal was for us. Like apparently Havoc gave them money to, and they're taking the knee, and then sure enough, next day, that war starts. That war lasts exactly 30 minutes. Not a single point was taken. Nothing. It's like, but Havoc, once again, with the numbers they have, are so big that they can keep people from even running influence into Windsward sometimes. So yet they lost Everfall. The same people who were able to completely stomp us lost to the people that took us all the way down to the last 24 seconds, and then we lost. I was like, okay. So yeah, it's nuts, dude. It's nuts. But now fucking something just recently happened where Covenant helped us run some PvP missions against not Havoc but Purple somewhere. I can't remember what it was. And now they're all pissy, and now they're fucking going to war. And I don't know. But it's like when we took First Light, Purple was so mad, or Havoc, I should say, was so mad that they forced all the companies to get online, and fucking they declared war on every single spot on the map. Every single spot. Yellow, green, didn't matter. What? They went and ran influence at every single fuck. And what they do is that it's a bunch of fucking 12-year-olds, man, I'm telling you. They don't have jobs, apparently. So they wait until Monday through Friday business hours, and then that's when they go and run their influence. So it's like all weekend long, we had nothing to worry about. No one was fucking fighting us. But then as soon as fucking Monday hit, here we are, 9 o'clock in the morning, Havoc's running influence, and there's no one there to fucking stop them because everybody's at fucking work. So, and they do it every single time. Same hours every single time. And they come in forces, dude. They come in forces. Like first you'll see like 5 people. They'll scope out the thing, do a little bit of influence themselves, see, and then it just keeps getting bigger with each loop. Now it's 10. Now it's 20. Now we're getting screenshots of lone fucking marauders standing there, and then there's like fucking 80 goddamn purple people just running down a fucking hill, and it's like, Jesus Christ, dude. It's rough. It's rough. So, but it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun, especially whenever you actually do have like a bunch of companies online and you catch that in real time. That's a lot of fun, dude. We've had a lot of great battles where we're not even doing wars, and it's just people outside of town where it's like fucking 50v50, and you just see people just fucking going at it, dude. Like Mike loaded in the other day, and he transferred to this town to help us, and we tried telling him not to transfer to the town, to transfer away and walk in. But he transferred to the town, and like his computer almost crashed because all of us were fighting right outside of town, and there was probably something like 75v75. There were spells everywhere, like fucking people just fucking mad going at it. It was so much fucking fun, dude. It's a lot of fun, but if they don't fix shit, it's gonna be the death of New World, and that would really suck.
Yeah.
I think New World has the longevity to go. It can't compete against other MMOs right now, besides its battle system. Other than that, it's got a lot of issues. Teleporting around the map is way too expensive, but the map, in my opinion, is not big enough to have mounts. Everybody keeps talking about mounts. They don't need mounts. The game's not big enough for it, and I think that would completely destroy the open world PvP aspect of it, because it's like if you see somebody, how are you going to get them off the horse and actually be able to have the fight and shit like that? They can just blast past you, versus like it's actually risky to go outside and be, PvP checked. But you also get an experience bump if you run around flagged for PvP. So it's worth it. So I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I hope it gets better. It's their first game. I think they're doing. It just sucks. They're doing too much of the same thing. They're listening too much, but they're also not listening enough. Type deal. You know what I mean? Where they're like listening to all these problems, but they're basically paying attention to the people who are crying about the same shit since day one. I want to play with my friends. We'll get to that. Let's make sure the game stays online versus me figuring out how to get you over to the server. They need to fire their PR person. Their PR person needs to go. That they have had so many retraction statements, it's fucking insane. The first one I could even believe, but somebody literally asked, whenever I go to do this, we already talked about this on the podcast, the region transfer, right? Yeah. Directly after that, there was another one about something PvP related, and I can't even remember what it was, but fucking first answer out wasn't even close to right. Wasn't even close to right. I'm like, they need to fire this motherfucker. I don't know who it is, but they need to be gone. Like, I mean, they give so much wrong information, and it's so funny because like they post that, and then 5 hours later, you'll see a post being like, so that first post was wrong. This is the actual information. So it's like the PR department and the people who actually know what the fuck's going on obviously don't talk to each other. Like they're just damage control, and now they're damage control for the damage control because it's so bad, dude. I mean, it's so bad, but I mean, they just got to figure out what it is they're doing wrong with their code. Where, I mean, I've never heard of a game that's had this bad of code before. It's fucking nuts. Like everything they do is fuck it up.
In the chat thing seems to be nearly unprecedented.
Yeah, yeah,
it's incredible.
It's fucking nuts. And it's like I said, it would be different if like they were fixing stuff, but they're not. Every time they fix something, 20 more things are broken. Like they literally brought in this whole thing where they were like, we're gonna kind of debuff the healing staffs because they need to be fucking they need a hard nerf, like big time. And because like somebody with a healing staff should not be able to go up against a DPS, like it shouldn't be a thing, but they just out heal all damage. It's fucking insane. I can get somebody down to like this much, they cast one heal on themselves and they're full health again, and I'm just like, great. Like there's so many healers that will just stand outside just being fucking douchebags. They'll take all their armor off and just run around with the healing staff and be like, 1v1 me. It's like, I'm going to be here for fucking 40 minutes for me to finally be like, all right, I give up. Like, no, I'm not going to fucking 1v1 you. And so they went to go do that, and now there's a fucking glitch where if the healer throws down their fucking AoE heal and they just teabag in it, it double ticks it up. So then you just, yeah. And it somehow extends the timer of you getting healed.
What?
How does any of that make sense? And it doesn't just
crouching related to that.
I agree. That's what I'm saying. And so the worst part is that the AoE heal is an AoE heal. So everybody that gets in and teabags it works for everybody, not just the healer. So that's what you'll see on Outpost Rush all the time. You'll be fighting somebody, and as soon as the healer gets in and they throw it down, you'll see literally everybody start teabagging while the heal is down. And then they'll get back to fucking fighting. It's so fucking stupid, dude.
And none of this came out like during the ended betas they were doing. It's all waited until the game actually launched. It's like apparently, everything's bad.
An alpha and 2 betas, dude, and we have this many problems. It doesn't look good. It definitely does not look good. Like for their first release and it being a fucking MMO, it does not look good. They've dropped a lot of players, like a lot of players. I want to say like they were somewhere around like 700k and they've dropped down to like 400k. Like they dropped a lot of players.
There's a lot of big streamers that stopped playing it too.
Yep. So
a lot of big streamers.
And it has nothing to do with end-game content at this point. You just can't even enjoy end-game PvP content because of all the exploits. There's just so many. And you can do this whole, like, for instance, in our governor chat, like somebody was like, should we try to, like, blacklist people that we see openly using exploits? It's all like, even if we did, like, it doesn't matter. People are just still going to keep fucking using it. They don't care. Like, if we're like, hey, you're a fucking marauder, be a marauder, fucking be honorable, don't fucking use exploits, they're just going to be like, all right, fuck it, I'll go to Syndicate because they don't give a fuck. They use exploits all day. Like, they don't care.
They're assholes.
Yeah, they're assholes. They don't care. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually saw some Syndicate recruitment messages the other day because you can post in recruitment. Like, I used to do it for Soldier all the time. But you could post the recruitment and, like, literally, I'm pretty sure, like, I saw one the other day where it was like, do you use exploits? So do we. Feel free to sign up. It's like, fucking A, dude. Like, they don't care. They literally don't care. no fucks given. So, and it's like nobody's getting banned for it. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I hate to end the podcast on such a dark note now.
I don't know, man. That's hilarious.
It is.
It's so rare for something to be broken in such a weird, crazy online way these days. Like,
yeah.
That's hilarious.
Like, I get it's their first game, but it's like, at this point, I feel about 98% confident that everybody on this team has never worked on a video game before. Code-wise, at all.
I bet it's not I bet they hired a bunch of, like, really experienced people. Amazon probably has a ton of money, and we're making a game studio. Let's go poach a bunch of people from Blizzard or whatever, probably.
Well, these guys they hired all got together and was like, look, we'll make this game. We're going to make a lot of fucking problems so they keep paying us a lot more time. If we make it perfect the first time, then we're done.
Yeah.
So you keep fucking it up, they're going to keep on paying us.
Well, it just sucks because they keep talking about all the content they want to bring. They're like, yeah, we got like a whole list of weapons we're getting ready to throw in, but we got to fix, we got to fix the server transfers first. No one cares anymore. Like, it's fucking 2 months the game has been out. No one gives a fuck about server transfers anymore. Nobody. Everybody's gotten in-game shit. They've either fucking sucked it up and joined a company or started their fucking own. No one cares anymore. Like, fucking A, dude. And they've had the server transfers up 3 different times now for like a day a piece, and then something would break afterward. Like, here's another one that how does this even come close to making sense? The last time they opened up the server transfers, everybody that wanted to transfer lost their house completely. The house they bought. Now, that makes sense going to a new server. There could be something glitchy with the fact that you own a house in the same instance, whatever. So they'll give it back. Here's where it doesn't make sense. There are people who didn't server transfer and also lost their house. Like Steven lost his house. He spent over fucking 15,000 gold on it. Just doesn't have a house anymore. Doesn't have the 15,000 gold back either. Just no house.
Hell yeah.
Just done. I mean, to be fair, I was like, well, it's because you're fucking Covenant, so you deserve to be fucking homeless.
He's a Marauder.
If you were a Marauder, well, that's the funny part. The only other person we know that owns a house is Tony, and he's a Marauder. So we're like, well, if you're a Marauder, you'd still have a house. Tony still has his house. I mean, fucking come on, dude. But yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. You've opened up the server transfers multiple times. That's something that you would appreciate, James. A company joined our server from another server. They came in, and we were pretty sure they were all little kids. Where it was like, oh, this fucking server sucks. You guys only have 2 spots on the map. You guys are the reason Marauders are fucking doing so bad. Don't worry. We came from a populated server where we ran the entire fucking server. We're here. We're going to take it back. And their fucking company name is actually Amazon Primers. That's literally the name of their fucking company, right? They came to the server saying all that. Someone found out the original server they came from. There was only 700 people on that server. So, super low populated server. They were probably a third of it. Because it's a big fucking group. They started talking shit about one of the higher up companies that we have, which is Here Comes the Kraken. Here Comes the Kraken is probably the most ruthless fucking company we have. Like, I love their leader. He cracks me the fuck up. He's one of those, like, we were sitting there doing that one war. Everybody's like, yeah, like, Syndicate, like, their A team's a little bit better than ours. And he immediately goes, I'm going to have to disagree with that. Like, we're literally having like a company meeting. He's like, I'm going to have to disagree with that. Here Comes the Kraken has plenty of YouTube videos up of us wiping the floor with those fucking pussies. So they might be better than you guys, but they're not better than us. That's the kind of guy he is. It fucking cracks me up, dude. I love him. He's great. And so Here Comes Kraken was trying to deck on Windsward, and fucking Amazon, they set it out in group chat. Well, the main Amazon guy, he streams. So they were watching, they went back and looked up his stream and found it. They actually, because his fucking name is TTV. It's like fucking douchebag. Anyways, so anybody that does that anymore is fucking dumb. Anyways, so they go and look up his fucking stream. And he has the stream up there where they were doing the PvP missions. And so they start talking shit about Here Comes Kraken. They're all like, oh, fuck that guy. I don't give a fuck who he is. We're not fucking working with them. The Marauders suck. Here Comes the Kraken sucks. Fuck that guy. So they're talking shit, bro. His second in command went and made this entire YouTube video. It's about 8 minutes long. And it is just an 8-minute reel of them just getting shit on constantly. I mean, constantly. Even doing that PvP run, they run up, they're going to go put the stuff in the box, all of a sudden they see 2 Syndicate guys, and they're like, ambush, ambush. 9 guys jump out of this rock. There were 12 of them. They slaughtered all of the Amazon primers. And then immediately the Amazon primers you see in the chat from this dude's stream, and they're talking about it going, there's 50 syndicates out here that just wiped out 5 of us. It's like, first off, there were 12 of you and 9 of them. You got your asses handed to you. It wasn't even close. When they went to war, they got the deck over Here Comes Kraken, which fucking pissed Here Comes Kraken off a lot. So they went to war. No one supported them. They didn't capture a single point. They had enough roster to fill the war in their own fucking guild. They didn't capture a single fucking point. 30 minutes with no headway. None. Yeah. None at all. Didn't win a single fight. I was like, wow. So it's an entire... He did the opening to this video is like the whole Paramount Pictures where it's the stars going through the water and then coming up over the fucking mountain. It ends with the Looney Tunes. Well, that's all, folks, and shit like that. I mean, it is just constant. Like whenever he did the whole like, oh my God, there's 30 of them. Da 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 da. It goes... 1 second, please, and it rewinds, and then it literally counts out on the screen how many syndicates there were and how many of them there were. I was like, this guy, oh my God, dude, went off. It was fucking great. So, and he even titled the name of the video, "We're taking over the server," but did it with the whole like dumb SpongeBob thing where it's the uppercase, lowercase. And then it shows a marauder and it's got fucking Amazon logo on his hand, but their actual flag logo is like Elmer's glue or something like that. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude. This kid went all... I mean, talk shit about their commander, dude. They took it personally, so he made this whole video, dude. I was like, no fucking way. And it was so funny because like the day before, they got their asses kicked, and this other company, Shadowmourn's like more of the let's be cool heads about it. So like, hey guys, let's not ostracize them. Like maybe this will be their cut of humble pie, and they'll come in and actually try to work, and maybe we can actually work together as a group. Da 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 da. The next day, fucking Here Comes the Kraken through that video out there. And then they put it in the global chat too, so they saw it. They literally and tagged the fucking leader. So they saw it. They 100% saw it. I was like, no fucking way, dude. Oh, man. I'm glad we're on their good side. We've helped them out a lot. So Here Comes the Kraken knows us very well, and they like us. So I'm like, all right, sweet. They're the guys that whenever they sign up for your war, you let them play main ball. Put all of them on one group, give fucking their leader, Jason, all fucking okay to fucking do what he wants to do and organize his group the way it is, and then you just let them go. Like, they know what they're doing. They have their rapport, their main ball. You just say, hey, sieges are up, and then you'll hear Jason go, take care of it. Like, you just let them do their shit, dude. Everybody else you tell, hey, I need you to do this, I need you to do this. But them, no. They know what they're fucking doing, dude. They're a high PvP guild, and they're fucking good at what they do. So, yeah, it's fucking nuts. It's fucking nuts. But we're going to end this podcast. Ran a little bit over here. If you guys like this content, make sure you hit us up with the likes and the subscriptions. Also, share. That is the best way for us to grow as a channel. We've actually went up a lot of subscribers since we started October with our 3rd year anniversary, so we appreciate that love and support. It's very awesome. Once again, once we hit 200, which is our next stretch goal, we plan on doing some fun stuff. Last time we did a big game. It was, what did we? Oh, I think we did like 20 questions or some shit. I don't know, but I would like to actually do like a game show game. That's going to be my main push for if we hit 200. And I don't know how that's going to work out, but I think that would be really, really fucking fun. So if you want to see a game show game, comment in the description below. And also get us to 200. Help us get there. Once again, we at this point, I think, are 6 subscribers away from 200. So we're fucking right there. Another way to help us out big time as far as, the subscriptions is also liking the content. Likes help out with all the videos. Like I said, subscriptions doesn't cost anything, so make sure you hit that up as well. We also have a merch store. Once again, it's not required, but if you want to get some merch, like I said, I'm going to be trying to put some winter stuff up there, get some beanies and stuff like that, because that was highly requested last year, and the website that we have our store on didn't have beanies, but they do this year. So yeah, it's weird. I gotta do like this whole special form to get. I don't know. I will look into it. I will try to figure it out, and then we'll see what happens. But yeah, so. Like I said, those are some ways that you can help us out. But if you, really want to support anybody as far as solo-wise, we all have our Twitters and our Twitches down there. The three of us that are on here right now all have Twitch channels, so feel free to go show some love there. We like to play games and everything else. You know, you might even catch me streaming New World and fun stuff like that, and get to see some of the exploits for yourself if you haven't played the game. Yeah, it's a fun time in New World right now. But yeah, other than that, like I said, Twitch's more direct form of communication. Comment section below. But have a great rest of the week, and we'll see you next time.